Do you know what's wild? I talked to a client last week who makes about $120,000 a year. Their household collectively makes about $120,000 a year. And they said they would rather squeeze into a 2-bedroom rental in a good school district rather than buy a bigger home in a lesser known area. But here's the thing. In the Charlotte area, you don't have to decide between the two of them. You really can truly have both, a great school and a dream home. Now, if you want to know the best place to start, check out the link in the video description and fill out my 60-second Charlotte neighborhood quiz. It'll break down your wish list and match you with your top 3 Charlotte neighborhoods that actually fit your lifestyle. No guesswork, no trend chasing. Now, if you or your household earns anywhere from $80,000 a year to $200,000 a year, and you're moving to or within the greater Charlotte area, this video right here, if you have kids, will save you a lot of time and headache because I've done a lot of the research for you. I'm a father of 2 and I know how important schools are to parents. We want to make sure as parents that our children are put in the best possible situations to thrive and be successful. So I totally understand where you're coming from. Now let's first tackle the neighborhood that everyone thinks is best for people with families here in the greater Charlotte area. Charlotte-Mecklenburg Schools, CMS, has some absolute standouts, and some areas are still catching up. And if you're zoning for Providence Springs, Sharon, or Selwyn, you're targeting 85 to 93% proficiencies in A-level scores. But the homes there start around $950,000 as an entry fee. There is the CMS lottery, and assignment systems can get pretty complicated. If you want clarity or help decoding your options as far as neighborhoods, please go to the description below. There's a link to where you can fill out a 60-second quiz that goes over your needs, wants, and desires for a home and area in the greater Charlotte region, and it will give you a detailed, personalized list of 3 neighborhoods that will fit your needs. Top rated CMS elementary schools right now are Eastover Elementary. It's rated 9 out of 10 on niche, and an A grade from NCDPI. There's also Sharon Elementary. That's a strong 8 out of 10 with excellent test scores with improving diversity. Then you have Dilworth Elementary. That also gets a 9 out of 10, but the homes nearby now start at around $950,000. So not quite affordable in Dilworth for Dilworth Elementary. Again, CMS has some gems, but zoning and lottery systems can complicate things, which is why many families look to the suburbs. Me personally, that's why I look to the suburbs, because I didn't want to wish or hope that my child would get in based on the lottery. Now let's look at the suburban school district gold mines. Now I have to talk about Union County. It's still the gold standard for Charlotte suburbs. Weddington, Marvin Ridge, Wesley Chapel schools stay among the top 5% in the state of North Carolina. Weddington High gets a 10 out of 10 rating, and they also have a 98% graduation rate. Marvin Ridge High, again, gets a 10 out of 10, and it's known for its AP participation and athletic programs. There's also, I can't think of the school right now, but there's a high school in Union County in Monroe where students can actually get their aviation license and certificate. So Union County really has some unique programs and excellent schools for the kids in that area. Now you might be wondering, what does it cost to live in those areas? You see, for a newer 4-bedroom home in Weddington, expect to pay anywhere from $725,000 to about $900,000. That same floor plan inside the I-45 loop, say near Myers Park, or not same floor plan, but same square footage, that home would cost over $1.2 million. Again, Union County schools consistently rank high in graduation rates, and when compared to other counties, Union County schools rank among the highest in the state of North Carolina. Now let's move to Cabarrus County. Now, Cabarrus County is also in the greater Charlotte area. It is a Charlotte suburb, and it's just north. Now, when I talk about Cabarrus County, I'm including Concord and Harrisburg. In Cabarrus County, you have schools ranked 8 and 9 out of 10, and it's about a 25 to 40-minute commute to uptown Charlotte if you live in those areas and have to drive into work. So since we're talking about schools in Cabarrus County, let me start off with telling you about the top performing high schools. A.L. Brown High School in Kannapolis. It's rated an 8 out of 10 on niche.com, and it has strong STEM programs and excellent athletics. You also have Concord High School. That ranks a 7 out of 10. It's a large school with the diverse program offerings. It also has strong career and technical education programs. And then there's Northwest Cabarrus High School, which is also located in Concord. That ranks 8 out of 10, and it's a newer school. It opened in 2009 with state-of-the-art facilities and excellent performing arts and athletic programs. Let me quickly share with you about the top middle schools right now. You have Harris Road Middle School. You have Rocky River High School. Now, I know it says high school, but it serves grade from 6 to 12. And then you have Carl A. Furr Elementary and Middle School. All three of those have high rankings. Now, the key advantages for living in Cabarrus County, Concord, Kannapolis, Harrisburg is the value proposition. You have a lower cost of living compared to living in Mecklenburg County. Property taxes in Cabarrus County are significantly less than Mecklenburg County. And you get more house for your money. See, for about $400,000 and $500,000, you get around 2,800 square feet on new construction. And then there's also shorter commute for those that work in the northern Charlotte business corridors. So here's what most people don't know about Cabarrus County. While everyone else is fighting over Myers Park, Dilworth, South Charlotte, the Arboretum, Providence High School area, smart families are quietly moving to Concord and Kannapolis and Harrisburg and getting better schools for half the price. Now, when you talk about Harrisburg, you're not really getting half the price, but you are getting a discount. And if you look at it from an investment opportunity, Cabarrus County is where Mecklenburg County was about 15 to 17 years ago. So while development is taking place, you're still early in the process, so you get to take advantage of all the upside. Now, some of you have no idea about Concord, Cabarrus County, Kannapolis, Harrisburg. Let me give you some key neighborhoods that I recommend you look at. Afton Village, you have Christenberry, you have downtown Kannapolis, and then you have the entire Harrisburg area. You also have Rocky River and Reedy Creek. Again, if you're thinking about moving to or within the greater Charlotte area, go ahead and reach out to me. My contact information should be on the screen, but it's definitely in the description below. I had some clients. He's a software engineer and the wife is a teacher. And they were looking at homes in Ballantyne, but then I showed them a brand new 4-bedroom in Concord. And they had better schools. He had a shorter commute to work, which was in the university area, and he was able to save almost $200,000 in a mortgage by choosing Cabarrus County as opposed to Ballantyne and South Charlotte. Since I just mentioned Ballantyne, we might as well get into it. Ballantyne is still a popular choice and a favorite amongst those that live in Charlotte or coming to the Charlotte area because a lot of people associate Ballantyne with wealth and status and good schools. And today, late 2025 going into 2026, Ballantyne is equipped with new parks and new retail. It is better than ever. Condos in Ballantyne do start in the low 4s. Now, typically those are 2-bedroom condos, but you might be able to get a 3-bedroom condo in the low 4s, but you have to be aware of the large HOA fee. And then single family homes are typically around 650s to 700s. Now, Ballantyne, you have top schools. You have walkability in certain parts of Ballantyne, and you have every amenity at your doorstep. I absolutely love Ballantyne Bowl. Now, you do need to sort out which Ballantyne pocket suits your budget and commute and vibe the best. And now to the more common ones that people hear about. You have Huntersville and Cornelius. Now, those are great options with great schools and Lake Norman lifestyle. Think Lake Norman Charter or Bailey Middle School. Both of those rank 9 out of 10, and homes in the Huntersville, Cornelius area range anywhere from $500,000 to about $750,000 in general. Now, you do have some very expensive homes that can go well above that, but I'm talking about the normal range. And some of them even have lake access, and you might be able to get a home with lake access for under $900,000. If parks and communities are high on your list, Huntersville, Cornelius, those areas are right for you. Now, we cannot forget about Fort Mill, South Carolina. Fort Mill, South Carolina delivers A-rated schools. You have Nations Ford, Catawba Ridge, with new home prices in the $500,000 range to about $750,000 range. Now, you do have $1 million homes and even $2 million homes in the area, but remember, South Carolina property tax is significantly cheaper for owner occupants than North Carolina property tax. So yes, you might be paying a higher price, but your overall monthly mortgage payment might be significantly lower because of the property tax. And if crossing the border sounds good to you, Go ahead, fill out that quiz in the link below. Now let's talk about Waxhaw and Wesley Chapel. Both of those are in Union County, and I touched on Union County earlier in this video, but those two areas, Waxhaw and Wesley Chapel, are hot spots for new construction, where you can get a home for anywhere around $650,000 to $800,000 and be in a top-rated school zone. Now this is often overlooked. East Gastonia, where you will see new charter schools opening in 2026, and homes there are still under $500,000. Now you do have homes in the $600,000, $700,000 range in Gastonia, but that is not the norm. Now, when we're talking about choosing schools and neighborhoods, we have to factor in the commute time for you, the parents, the people that are going to be paying for the mortgage. Now, let's talk about the typical commute time during rush hour. Huntersville to Uptown, that's anywhere from 30 to 55 minutes, depending on the day and if there's an accident. Now, Fort Mill to Lower South End, you can probably get it in about 20, 25 minutes. But if you're going uptown in the dead heat of rush hour, trust me, I know, you're going to be about a 45-minute commute. Now, those of you who are doing the reverse, if you're doing reverse commutes to South Charlotte's tech parks or to the airport, those trends are typically 30 to 40% below the commute it takes to get to the city if you're going away from the city. But beware, if there is an accident on the road or the highway, there is a lot of rubbernecking here in the South. So even though the accident may be on the other side of the highway, please know you're still going to be going at a snail's pace because everybody wants to see what's going on. The bottom line is Charlotte gives families options. If you're looking for amenities, you have options all around the greater Charlotte area. You have some in Gastonia. You have several in North Charlotte, whether it be Huntersville, Cornelius, Cabarrus, Concord, Harrisburg. You're talking about Union County, you're talking about Ballantyne. You even have some right across the border in South Carolina, but still have easy access to uptown. I'm talking about Fort Mill, I'm talking about York. You have options in the greater Charlotte area if you're looking for a quality school. But one thing I've learned over the years, helping over 1,000 families move to the area, those that really enjoy their Charlotte experience don't guess or chase trends. They use real info and they have custom fit solutions based on that information that they've gathered. And again, if you're looking to move to or within the greater Charlotte area, I am here to help. I am Sir Ashley, your real estate advisor. Talk to you soon.